Today I'm working on this ECU from Ford. I'm trying to connect it on the bench, but no luck. The current consumption is very low, so I'm assuming that is there a problem with this ECU. The customer said they found a short circuit on the harness, on the wiring, and they think the ECU got damaged because of that short circuit. I just wanted to confirm. Before I disassemble, before I take the cover off. I'm gonna take the cover off, and then I'm gonna inspect the board to see what's in there. Okay, here we have the board. Let's inspect it. Maybe we can find something burned, or a trace, a component, I don't know. There are no fuses on this board. Maybe a diode. This is a current sense resistor. This is the MCU. So nothing looks suspicious on this side of the board. I'm moving fast because I know what I'm looking for. Maybe on this side. Let me check that inductor to see if there's a short circuit. One probe on the ground and one here. No short circuit, and this should be continuous. And it is. Okay, this diode. Okay, it's good. Let's move on. So we have a 0 ohm resistor here. It's good. Those diodes are good. Yes. Okay. Let's move on. Let's measure this diode too. Okay. Let's flip the board again. I want to see on these pins these 6 pins are responsible for terminal 30 and terminal 31, and here we should have voltage and ground. Let me power up this unit, and then we're gonna check on these pins to see what we have. I don't have room to flip the connector vertically and to film it, so I'm just gonna plug the ground cable and the power cable. I'm gonna flip the board, power on the power supply, and let's measure in voltage mode. One probe is on this cable. This cable is from the power unit. I'm gonna put my probe here to measure the voltage here. So here we have 14.2 volts. 14.2, 14.2. Here we got nothing. 14.2, 14.2. I want to confirm with this lamp. So let's measure again. Here, here, okay. And now I want to move this clip from this lamp, probe lamp. I want to move it to plus. And then I'm gonna measure the ground. So the ground is not reaching to the PCB. Okay, we may have a connector problem. I think we may have a connector problem because I don't have ground on each pin. Let's flip the board and zoom in. Maybe we can see something. Actually zoom out because this is higher. And look at that. Look at that. Wow. We got it. We got it. We have 3 ground pins melted. And there was a big short circuit. To melt 3 of these pins, you have to struggle a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna repair those broken pins, and before I do that, I have to take out the first 2 pins so we can have room to reach on those back pins. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna be able to repair them. So I'm gonna desolder the first 2 pins from here, and we have this one and those 2 from the bottom. Okay. To desolder those pins, I'm gonna use low melt solder. So this is the pin. I'm not gonna work on it. I'm gonna use low melt solder because those are big pins soldered on big traces. It's very hard to to remove the solder from them, even with a big tip. So using the low melt solder will lower the melting temperature of this unleaded solder from the factory. And now we have room. I'm gonna desolder the leftover pins from this side. Okay, the pins are out. I'm gonna replace the pins with some twisted copper wire, and then I'm gonna solder them. But first I have to cut this melted piece. Let's apply some flux. Okay, let's cut the wick. Just like that. I'm gonna use 100 meter of this wick. Let's check. Okay. It's gonna fit in there. I think not. Maybe we can do it easier by this side. Let's check the length. It's enough. I'm gonna solder it just here. It looks okay. Let's cut it. And I'm gonna do the same for this one. And this one. Now I'm gonna solder those pins from the back. I hope I can adjust this board and keep it. Maybe you will see something. I want to bend it a little bit. As you can see, they are reaching to the leftover pins. I'm gonna try to keep the board this way and solder in the same time. Okay, the moment of truth. Here is the connection diagram. and now I'm gonna hit connect. Before we had an error, connection error, and now I can see here 0.2 amps being drawn, and it's a success. This ECU is recognized now, and I'm gonna make a full backup just in case we need it. And this ECU is repaired. That's it for today. I'm gonna go and work on something else now.